This will be my first time getting inside of the limited trim, and it is absolutely beautiful. I love the two-tone leather and beautiful Alcantara and all the metal work and everything that is on this beautiful truck. Feels a bit different for me getting into a non-lifted truck since my 2022 was lifted, but wow, look at that screen. Absolutely beautiful. Full TFT. You guys know I love that. You know I love technology. This has head-up display. Totally awesome. Huge screen, just like before. Love the stitching. Look at this, guys. Look at that stitching. It's beautiful. I'm gonna peel this off here in a second. But let's give it my first start. Of course, it's keyless start. Look at that, guys. Full TFT gauges. My first driving impressions on the new truck is that it is really awesome. My favorite feature so far, the head-up display. I have not looked down at my beautiful TFT gauges since having the head-up display. It's really nice. Shows me the time on the left, the distance to my destination, my speed, the speed limit, and the ambient temperature. That is really awesome. And then it has a little graphic up top left showing me that I am getting close to this vehicle and that the adaptive cruise control is in effect. Really nice. I'm gonna switch lanes, and it's just really nice. But I did notice that the suspension is really soft and super plush, actually. And I noticed that, but I can't wait to install the Carli suspension on the vehicle. It's going to tighten up the suspension quite a bit. It's going to eliminate a lot of the float that the vehicle has. I mean, the float isn't bad. I mean, it's really nice going over bumps, but it's almost too cushy, if you know what I mean. To the point where on long drives, this could make you kind of drowsy, you know, because you're so comfortable. Of course, I've got the multi-contour seats, is what Ford calls massaging seats. And I didn't see them on my build sheet, so I was a little bit concerned, but you can see they are there, all 5 levels and 3 different intensity levels for each massage program. Really nice. Wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, of course. I had a long time to play around with the settings and everything, and I like this is what they call the calm view of the gauges. It just shows you how much fuel you have and the speedometer, so that's pretty cool. I noticed that the automatic headlights are really nice on the new truck. They just don't pop on and turn off. They gradually turn on and gradually turn off, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, just a beautiful truck, man. I'm noticing a lot more power from this high output engine. I mean, it really goes. I'm going to talk a lot more about that as I continue to drive this beautiful truck. Love all the illuminated switches. I like the blue lights that come beaming down from the top. But this is my first car wash in my new F250 Super Duty Limited, and you can see the head-up display, maybe not. But while we're in this car wash and stuck doing nothing else, let's talk about some of my favorite features with this beautiful truck. Speaking of fuel, this thing basically sips fuel. In comparison to my 2022 F250, I achieved 18.6. Yeah. Oh, wow. 18.6 miles per gallon on my drive home from Philadelphia. That's awesome. Over 450 miles in the new F250 Limited, and I am totally in love, guys. One improvement that I can tell Ford has already made with the headlights is that now, not all 4 of these LED headlights are on for the low beam. In the previous generation, all 4 of those lights were on And so many people used to flash me all the time thinking that my bright lights were on when they were not. I love the fact that just the lower LED lights are on for the low beams. Just got it cleaned for the first time and it is really, really sparkling. I did my first mod, guys. I got rid of the stock antenna, right? And I replaced it with a little stubby. Looks a lot better and it doesn't fly around in the wind. But yeah, let's take a look at the beautiful, oh, just shut off, had it on too long. Let's take a look at the beautiful interior. And man, this limited trim level is really outstanding. This is adjustable. You don't see this in the YouTube videos at all, but look at that. You can adjust that. It's really cool. And now I can show you the fold flat feature, that these front seats fold all the way down, completely flat, which is nice for guys like me that do a lot of driving. For example, my Miami trips usually takes me 24 hours to get from filthy Cleveland to Miami Manny's private estate. And now, if I choose, I could lay down completely flat in these super comfortable diamond stitched multi-contour, or in Ford speak, massaging seats. And looky here. Look at that, guys, completely flat. I can put the adjustable headrest back. There we go. And now I can enjoy some nap time with my favorite blankie. Yeah, you don't see this either, but this is completely adjustable for your head. That is outstanding. Look at that. That's nice. These seats make a world of difference, and even the door cards are really nice too, with all the different metals and fabrics and stitching. This is leather, guys. This is pure leather, and it's a big improvement. This is fake carbon fiber. You know, it looks like carbon, but it's not real. But hey, it's better than plastic junk, I suppose. Take a look, the super duty writing there. That's nice. And since it is a limited, it shows my vehicle identification number and limited, and I did option for the safe. So now I can keep things locked up real nice inside the vehicle, nice and safe. That's awesome. So it's cool to take a look at the vehicle right now, pretty much in stock form. The only thing we've done is change the antenna, tinted the front windows. These guys were added at the factory. They're nice. This tonneau cover was also added at the factory. It's nice because it has a nice Ford logo right there. I like that. And the tailgate opens and closes with the touch of a button. And the tonneau cover is easy to maneuver, exposing the outlet ports here. Full plugs, 2 of them. And it's got a generator in here. You can, power things for a long, long time. This side is for your 5th wheel plug ports. That's nice. And then that lifts back up with the touch of a button. Isn't that nice, guys? And then you can close the tonneau cover. So let's take a look at the interior a little bit. Look at that. That display startup is really nice. There's something cool I want to show you. Oh, look at that, man. I can look at this animation all the time. It reminds me a lot of the Z06 animation when it starts up, but they did a great job with that. I am wondering why they removed the full color Ford logo here, but that's okay. But watch this, guys. When it starts up, when I start the motor, it's going to do a nice little design with the headlights, and it's going to phase into the speedometer. Watch this. There we go. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. It does that on the head-up display. Let's see if we can catch that on the head-up display. Let's see. See the Ford logo? Look at that on the head-up display. Now watch this. Watch this, guys. Ford logo. Look at that. The headlights go into the speedometer at startup. That's really nice. Of course, it has wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Super nice. But this interior, my only gripe with the interior is that the previous generation did have the temperature reading right here on these dials. Now, you can only view them from the top there. So when I first got in this vehicle, driving it home, on my last truck, if this was blank and it didn't show any numbers, that meant that it was off. So I thought that the system was off. In fact, it was on. I didn't look up there. And the only way you'd know that if it's on or not, I guess, is if you touch the button and it, deletes it from the top. I can really see them putting back the numeric readings on these dials for updates, probably for 2025, because there's going to be a refresh for 25. So I wouldn't be surprised if they come back. So there's a lot more information it can show you too. Fuel economy, I reset it recently, but I did get 18.6 miles per gallon on my way home. Tire pressure monitoring, which was outstanding, by the way. Diesel gauges, and you can configure it to show more. I usually keep it on the driver assistance view, which is pretty cool because in this view it puts up your navigation and everything in that center. It also puts navigation information in the fantastic head-up display. This rearview mirror, it darkens at night, which is really cool. And at night, these pretty blue buttons are awesome, guys, because they just flash down and they illuminate this area right here in blue. It's really, really cool. And of course, you have blue lights down there and the door cards as well. You have speakers all over the place, speakers right there in the A-pillar, speakers in the roof, and these actually work. I saw some reviews before I bought this vehicle that people said they couldn't hear anything out of these speakers. I can. It sounds amazing. Maybe I'm hearing it because I have the audio in surround view, so that could be a reason why I'm hearing that. But if we go here, there we go, we click on sound, I have the sound mode in surround. So if you have one of these trucks and you're not hearing anything out of these two speakers right there and right there, try putting your stereo settings into surround instead of stereo, and I think you'll be able to hear. So I always try to put useful information in my videos. Let's step outside and let's show you the high beams. As I mentioned before, the previous generation, all four of those lights used to be on, just how it looks now with the high beams on, and people thought that I was driving with my high beams. So glad they freaking fixed that. And I was wondering why on my 6-hour drive home I didn't get flashed one time, and that's because they fixed that. If we come back over here and we turn off the high beam, we put it back on auto. There we go, now it's on auto again, and we can take a look and see that just the low light is on, the bottom one. That's awesome, totally awesome. I think they fixed the annoying horn sound when you close the door and you have your key with you. That's nice. They used to bother me also. So now the horn doesn't beep when you have the car turned on and you walk away with your key. Super happy. Love my freaking roof lights. I had considered replacing those beautiful amber LED bulbs with clear or with white, but I like the way that those amber bulbs match the mirror bulbs as well. At night it looks really good. They play well together greatly. Okay guys, I've babbled to you long enough. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned, continue to watch the progress of my 2024 Ford F-250 Super Duty Limited as I transform it into a really awesome machine. I think you guys are going to love it, what I have in store for this. I can go ahead and give you one spoiler alert. It will get the full Carli backcountry suspension system installed on it real soon with some amazing Nitto Ridge grappler tires. It's going to look amazing. Keep watching. Thanks for viewing, guys. Catch you next time on the 650 EB YouTube channel.